Happy for our players, finding a way to win the game. Happy for our fans. A lot of people showed up on a Saturday. And so, tale of two halves. Thought the second half we were more about character. First half we was out of character. So, it's encouraging to see them play inspired in the second half and find energy. Took us a while to get our energy going, but we got the win. We'll learn from it and keep building.
Coach, obviously, like you said, you guys had a really slow start to the game. What did you say to your team at halftime to give them that spark?
The same stuff I said before the game. I was wanting to see us execute the plan we had discussed, and we did it in the second half. We thought they would be heavy in the gaps, so we knew we got to move the ball and drive it and kick it, play through the post, and get the ball inside, play inside out. And I thought first half we were a little bit antsy. We were trying to force the issue. In the second half, we just settled in and executed. But our defense was good both halves. 33 points and a half is right on par for us. But we had gave them 12 of the points. Just breaking down on some off-ball awareness. And we cleaned a few things up on offense. And again, we was more on character. So again, we operating right now at about 65%. A season can get you to 100% if you reach your potential. We know we got a really good team, good personnel, so we're going to keep building.
Coach, Luka Tays, Caleb Steeker both got the start today. What kind of went into that decision to start them, and what do you see out of them today?
We discussed it as a staff. We discussed it as a team. Fred had an incident in the last game, so we wasn't starting, and Caleb deserved it. And then I thought with Luka, he's been playing good basketball, so we figured we'll give Chase a chance to come off the bench and give us a spark. So it was just a discussion we had yesterday about what was best for us right now, and it's a decision we made as a staff and as a team.
Just Fred Payne especially came out of the second half really hot. Just how important has he been this year as a guy that can give you a lift when shots aren't falling?
He's been pretty consistent throughout the year, and so he was big tonight. I thought second half he made some crucial shots and changed the floor of the second half. So that was huge, but we don't really need one guy in particular to do it. We're better together. So having more assists and sharing the ball, I thought that was the most important thing I saw in the second half. Because on this team we're better when we got 3 or 4 guys in double figures. So if we can share the wealth and share the responsibility on the offensive side of the ball and defend at the level that we can, then we're going to have a lot of success.
Jaden Hastings hasn't always been great from the line, but with like a minute 30 remaining, hits 2 of 2 from the line to stretch that lead and really give you guys some comfort. What just growth have you seen out of him this season?
Yeah, just the hard-working farmers, you get the first year of the crop. So you reap what you sow. He's in the gym a lot in the morning, and he's working on it. So kind of to see the fruits of his labor.
Just coming off of a hard-fought game against LSU and then today playing against a first-time Division I opponent, do you guys feel like you sometimes play up and down a competition, or is it circumstantial game to game?
Yeah, I don't know. I first of all, I want to give New Haven some credit. We watched them against UConn. It was a 3-possession game, middle of the second half. We watched them against Seton Hall. It was, took a while for Seton Hall to break away. So I figured from watching those games, it's going to take the full game to beat them. I just wish we would play 2 halves like the second half. It would have been a different result. So we showed who we're capable of, but it took us too long to get going. So I'm glad we got the win, but I got to give New Haven credit. They played hard. They played the right way. They did a lot of good things today.
15 minutes for Jason tonight. After only 3 last game, what did you see out of him, especially in the second half down the stretch?
Well, some of it is just consistency. In practice, he hit a rough patch a couple weeks ago. He started out, he was coming, he was doing well, he hit a rough patch a couple of weeks ago. And then he's been pretty consistent here recently, so, as a coach, or somebody who's running a company, you just want to see some consistency. You want to know what you're getting. It's nice to have everyday guys, and so he's been really consistent here recently. And it showed tonight, he played a lot more minutes. 8 points and 7 rebounds in 15 minutes is pretty good. So we need him to be more consistent that way so we can get him more minutes and get him more in a rotation. And as he go and all the individual pieces go, the team will go. You know, as we get everybody playing at the maximum level that they can play at.
Coach, Wednesday you guys get UMass in Springfield. Can you talk about sort of like the rivalry between BC and UMass and how excited you guys are for that game?
Yeah, I think that game has been played for 100 years. I mean, I think they've had a lot of battles, you know. And so, you know, today we wanted to focus on this opponent. I think what we'll do is come up with a plan and get excited for the next game. So that's what we got. We'll play on Wednesday.
And then just, you're saying that you think the team's operating around like 65, 75%. Just what do you think specifically you guys need to work on to get to close to 100?
Continue to strengthen the bench. Continue to win more possessions. You get about 70 possessions a game. And so you don't want to have a lot of empty possessions. You know, and if a blind man gets the shot up on the rim, there's a chance for some good things to happen. It might go in. You might get offensive rebound. And so if you turn it over, nothing good can happen. So, you know, just being better with our possessions, you know, I think that's one thing. Getting our bench to be more confident in their role, to start in their role, so that we can get some of the guys like Fred and DJ to play less minutes. And then now we can play as hard as we need to play for 40 minutes. So I think we'll get there. It's going to take some time, but we're moving in the right direction.
Last question.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.